注意しろ。そこに注意。危険だぞ。気をつけろ。そこは危ない。じっとしろ。大丈夫だ。手当てだ。助けに来たぞ。そこは危ない。そこだ。危険だぞ。すぐ助ける。もうすぐ救援が来る。そこに注意だ。そこだ。注意しろ。痛い。痛い。誰か。このままじゃ。兵を見つけた。そこには注意しろ。気をつけろ。そこは危ない。 危ない。ここだぞ、注意しろ。
God damn it.
やられた。誰か手当てを。やられた。衛生兵を頼む。
Oh god. Oh no.
The enemy has almost won.
Oh, fucking of course.
衛生兵、衛生兵、頼む。 気をつけろ。
Ah, of course. One more. Fuck's sake.
誰か痛い。誰か。ああ。衛生兵。そう。衛生兵。衛生兵。知りたくない。助けてくれ。
Hostile, not getting out!
Fuck. Damn.
It hurts. Top up! Use this! Throwing a grenade!
Ah, damn it. Damn it.
Medic! Medic! Take this and use it! On your side. Ammo here! Tossing grenade! Can anybody hear me? I need help! Please! Got your ammo! Come on! Get me out of here! Use this! Maybe duck next time! Thanks, buddy. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Get out my fucking way. No way.
Up you go, soldier! Thank you. That's what I always This'll help!
Ah, damn it.
Hello?
Hello, my dear boy.
Hello?
How are you?
Very good, very good.
So it's arriving tomorrow, this kit.
Yeah, all the beans.
All the beans.
All the beans.
Happy days. Now,
Yeah.
you'll get your 1% lows will be like non-existent now. It will help. You know.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of videos and noticing that in the videos.
Yeah.
It's definitely just too much fluctuation with this current setup I've got.
Even when I had a shite graphics card, but I overclocked the processor, I noticed my 1% lows went down. Oh my god, I just absolutely shat on those two people. It was great. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, this CPU's got 20 threads.
Nice, yeah. To be honest, like, the Intel ones are cheap, like... Sorry, Intel are better at gaming, still. Technically. I think. Technically.
Yeah, I think, but it's kind of like, depends on the game as well now, though. 'Cause
Yeah,
some
yeah,
games-
yeah.
Some developers have, like, thrown their lot in with AMD, haven't they? So,
Exactly. A lot of them that are actually optimized for fucking... Like,
yeah,
they'll be optimized for AMD's version of multi-core rather than, like, Intel's. I don't know. And vice versa with different games, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I watched a 10 850k versus 5800X video on
Yeah.
on YouTube, and it would just, there wasn't much in it, even when AMD were ahead of Intel.
Yeah.
You know, the Intel one were only like by 10 frames or so.
Yeah.
And then on the next game, it were like the other way around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, on average,
So
they
wait,
are
the
the same,
Intel, what price was the Intel one? For just the CPU?
Oh, I paid 350 for the 10850K.
350 quid. I think the if you're looking at 400 for the 58, so
Yeah, that's the funny thing right now.
Yeah.
People are making jokes about it.
Yeah.
Intel is the underdog. They're the budget CPU now. Mate, you know I almost got a 10700K instead, and it were fucking 300 quid. Like, it's just getting silly now.
Yeah, that's what I mean in terms of like processor. If I can build this secondary system with an APU, they're like, you know, like really good value.
Yeah, it kind of starting to drop the prices, obviously, in answer to the 5000 series AMD.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the 12th generation Intel CPUs that have been announced? Or
No.
leaked and said.
Well, maybe I
They're
don't
supposed
know.
to be like, they're supposed to be twice the performance of previous generations. They're supposed to be insane next gen CPUs. Yeah.
Will that be on the same chipset then?
They're supposed to take like a fucking absolute running upside down nutbag dump on AMD.
Do you know, are they going to use the same chipset for that? That'll be important for you if you were to ever look at upgrading to that chip.
I doubt it. I mean,
Because if
the motherboard I've got is the motherboard. You know, is the only thing about what I bought in Rory that I'm disappointed in is the motherboard, because it does everything I want it to. But
quid.
yeah, the price is ridiculous. It gets bad reviews, this motherboard, because of price. Like when you look at the negatives, it's basically.
You would have been better just getting the motherboard you wanted and the PCIe card with the honestly,
I'll tell you what,
you should look at that.
No, hold on. Let me tell you. The only reason I had a choice to make, right? So basically, I got most of my stuff, my PC components from PC, where's the Critters, yeah. Because
Yeah, you talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a big account with it. It's got a £2,000 limit on it, right? And I've got 2 payments on my TV, so it's basically my entire credit limit is available.
Ah.
I didn't use all the credit limit, but I used. And so I wanted to get most of the PC components on that credit.
Yeah.
And so, but the problem is that they had a limited selection of motherboards and a limited selection of PC cases.
Gotcha.
So the choice. So I basically.
Is that because you can only use this card at certain vendors, or?
No, there's a company called Yourplan, and I think they must work with other websites or other companies. But they're the finance company for.
Oh right, okay, got you.
For Curtis. But when I took out the finance plan on my current TV, they gave me a £2,000 credit limit on my account, and obviously I used like 1,800 of that on my TV, and the TV's nearly paid now. There's only like 240 quid left to pay on it, and that's like 2 months' payments. So I had plenty to go on, and I don't even actually know why. Why did I don't know why actually. I wanted it all from the same place, you know what I mean? But the only thing I couldn't get was a cooler. I wanted an MSI, was it an MSI Mag or Meg or something?
Is it an AI? Is it all in one unit?
Yeah, it's an all-in-one unit, 360mm radiator.
Nice.
So it's a big boy.
Mine's just a 240.
My current one's 240. Well, this cooler I wanted, it matches the design aesthetic of the motherboard.
Yeah.
It's the same. It goes with the motherboard.
It's annoying when that happens, but you know, it goes a long way, doesn't it?
Well, the only coolers they had in stock on Curry's were NZXT. It would have just looked so janky having that on a MSI motherboard with so much branding on it.
Yeah.
Like how jarring it looked,
That's kind of half the reason I've stuck to Corsair, because my RAM's Corsair. I love the Corsair like effect with the lighting, so that I have that same effect with the.
I can't blame anybody for doing that because it looks so wrong when you don't do it.
So it's why the vendors really absolutely love it, because like you get so much.
Got by the dick.
Got by the short and curlies.
I didn't want to put that NZXT colour on an MSI motherboard when it looks so. The motherboard's so prominent in its design. It wouldn't look dull. It wouldn't look really
send me some links. I will look at them, but I just I've not googled anything that you sent me that case.
The motherboard looks nice. It's fucking aesthetically, it's a nice. You know, it looks high end and everything. But yeah, more probably like the price point and what else would it about? Oh no, it's only 10th gen. So I wanted to get one that supported 10th and 11th. And also, it only supports PCI Express 3. Although I have looked at PCI Express 4 benchmarks, and it's not a big deal. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but
none of it's going to be relevant anyway, because when them 12th gen Intel CPUs, the motherboards that they're making for that CPU were going to support DDR5 and loads of crazy shit. Right, you don't even know what's coming. It's fucking stupid. Have you seen the USB 3.2 Gen 2? Just the 20 gigabyte transfer speed. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
Fuck me, mate. It's getting dumb.
I need to look into DisplayPort because, a long story short, I wanna take a DisplayPort cable. I want a mirror. I want to get an adapter of some kind that just splits that. I don't want my because I assume what happens. Right.
I've got a phone call.
It's alright. You're gonna take your. You gotta work that gay hotline.
Yeah. Well, it speaks to you up here for yourself.
How may I help you? Right, phone call.
Oh no, hold on, I'll cancel that call. Just tell me what to say first, I want you to do that. So display part, split into it.
Yeah, no, I know you can get splitters, but like, will that actually do it? Because I don't want to have to tell my graphics card to output twice. Would that hurt performance? Because I have 2 display ports on this card, so I guess I could just tell it to output twice to the stream PC, right? Or
I think I think it is the bag. I think
because sorry, just to explain very quickly, no capture card on the market anywhere will take DisplayPort.
Right. That's a bit weird because DisplayPort is not usually needed for. Or maybe it's not actually. I have an HDMI that supports 120 Hz.
Just with this resolution, I don't think I can get. I don't care about 120 Hz. I just care about capturing the resolution.
Well, there is HDMI cables that support 4K 60 Hz. So
Yeah.
I've got 2 of them.
And I've seen some adapters that do things that say they do 8K 60 Hz. So you know, by that basis, it should definitely be possible.
You can get around DisplayPort. I don't really know why the fuck they went with DisplayPort. I don't really know like why.
I mean,
they have that form factor. You know what I mean, why can't HDMI just do it?
Well, because HDMI's got a bottleneck, no?
It's what, sorry?
You're saying it could. I don't know actually. I think you're right. Maybe HDMI can go up to.
I had to buy 2 brand new HDMI cables because I wasn't able to get 4K 60 on a TV. The cables were shit. 4K 30. So in fact, I don't do 4K. I didn't realise there's a certain bandwidth throughput with HDMI cables, and if the cable's not thick enough, you can't get 4K 60 or 1080p 120 Hz. So I don't understand why. I guess you need DisplayPort for over 120 Hz, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it might just be that, like something like that.
But if you don't want 20, I think you're actually covered. And they support 4K, so your resolution's lower than that.
So then what I guess I need is like. Okay, I could take an HDMI out from my graphics card and say mirror the thing, but I don't want that to hurt my performance if it's having to. Would that do that?
You probably just need to. No, I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't imagine.
I guess there's a way that I could test this actually right now on my other monitor. So let me just try this. Sorry.
If I look at my order history on Amazon, I can tell you what I ordered, what the cables were.
Oh wait, okay, so
it's the one that long ago, really.
Actually, no, I'm answering my own question here. Sorry for being an arse, because I've managed to basically do exactly this.
No, they're just called high speed. 8 high speed, 18 gigabyte HDMI cables that support 4K 60 Hz and 1080p at 120 Hz.
Okay, and this, yeah. Cool.
So it's just high speed HDMI. And the HDMI cable is a bit thicker than normal.
I don't think a capture card goes above really much point in going above 120. Oh no, wait, actually no. It's just the streaming doesn't really go above that.
Well,
but anyway.
You got to think about where you're delivering the content. It's Twitch and YouTube, isn't it? If
Yeah.
Streaming.
The thing that I actually enjoy the most about it is just having all my gameplay saved to YouTube without it being on my hard drive. That's the best thing about it. But anyway.
Yeah, and you only need 60 Hz max anyway.
But to do that, you do have to like encode the signal to make it nice and happy for YouTube.
Yeah. I think that when you go to 120 Hz and above, for your games, I think you're really doing that for the way it feels, not for the way it looks. You're going for the lower input delay out, you know what I mean? So on YouTube videos and streams, that don't matter. It doesn't translate. Like 120 Hz video footage wouldn't mean anything, would it, to somebody watching?
So I've instead of extending my displays, I've obviously got the other ones, the 4K telly above me. I've made it.
It might use more.
Extending it uses a little bit more, definitely. But duplicating it there, I don't think it does use more, because I've got. So that means that I don't need any adapters actually. Because
I would say for duplicating or mirroring, it's just outputting the same display. That's what I was doing.
Oh yeah, I might need to do something in NVIDIA though actually, because I can't. Like if I go into Windows and say duplicate display, and then, but that's for the capture card, then I'm still going to have another 4K telly. That's another monitor that I'm going to have to do. So I have to do that, I think, in NVIDIA rather than in Windows.
Were you displaying to the 4K monitor in 4K?
As an extended desktop.
At 4K resolution?
Yeah, but it doesn't take up much because it's not rendering. It's just a desktop. Like, honestly, it doesn't.
I don't tend to do that. I tend to when I've got 3 monitors and I can share my main PC between all 3, and I have them all running at 1080p, and all I do is adjust the DPI on the TV settings to be appropriate for the screen size.
Yeah.
So obviously I've got a 32-inch, 27-inch, and a fucking 75-inch screen. So they can't all be 1080p at that stock DPI font setting, or ridiculous. So, but anyway, I do that anyway, and obviously same resolution across them all. The only problem I have is that 2 of my screens are HDR and 1 of them's not. And man, I get some weird colour problems sometimes coming out of games when it's trying to switch between HDR on and HDR.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
It's so annoying. And I tell you what, HDMI on looks so much better. It's ridiculous. So much more vibrant, colourful, brighter as well. But anyway, yeah.
So the case as well. You should send me a link for the case. So that does sound cool. So it's just that would involve me, if I was to switch a case like that. It one means I could do the system in the same case. I could absolutely do that.
It's a Fantex. It's got a weird name. Enthoo 719, I think it's called. This is the case I almost bought. It's in a top 5. They made it into a top 5 enthusiast case of like 2021 or something. This case, or 2020 or something. By the guys on YouTube that do loads of hardware reviews. Called Game Nexus or something.
Yeah.
You've seen it before, really new.
Yeah, the guy with the long hair.
Yeah, they're getting deep with it all.
Yeah, getting ball deep.
It's got RGB lighting on it and everything, and it's a nice. Well, have a look. It's a sexy looking case. I really were tempted to get this. There you go. It's only 170, and it can house 2 pieces. These for fuck's sake. It even has on the top. It has. You know the front panels. It has 2 sets of audio connectors and 2 sets of USB. So it has like 2. It has 4 USB 3s and some other ones. So basically, you can have 2 different motherboards with their I/O connectors connected to the front panel, so that both PCs have front panel connectors on the top. You know what I mean? For audio and it's just. If I were you personally, I'd just get this. It looks fucking sick, and then I'd get like an ITX motherboard for your second whatever your streaming thing. Because it's even marketed as like, you can have it as a streaming machine. Like you can have your main gaming PC in there, and you can have an ITX in there.
The only thing is, I'll show you in a sec the kind of thing that I was looking at though. The fanless PC case is different. It's entirely different.
Here's the question. If this case can power up each PC, air quotes, inside of it individually, that might mean that you could power up the ITX part of the case without powering up the main gaming rig inside. And if you made that fanless inside, you could turn on the ITX machine, aka the general purpose streaming machine, whatever, web surfing, whatever you want to do with it. right? And it wouldn't turn on all the rest of it with all the heat, the big liquid cooling pump and all the case fans in it. I mean,
Sure, but the processor in that machine, this like secondary machine that's in the same case, would still need to be like cooled, right? And even if it had like a graphics card in it, it would need to be cooled. Whereas what I'm looking at, essentially, what it needs a heat pipe going from the PC that runs from the CPU to the outside of the case, which is also aluminium, and it uses that to heat transfer.
well, you're looking at a case solution for the site. You're not.
Yeah,
It's not
it's like the power supply will be like a 65 watt TDP, like designed for a 65 watt processor kind of thing. And
shouldn't you just get like a Raspberry Pi or something?
no, Raspberry Pi wouldn't stream though. Like I know what you mean about Raspberry Pi wouldn't stream, but people have made like powerful fanless Raspberry Pis, but they wouldn't cut with that.
Some of them are strong, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't think a Raspberry Pi would do it.
You should look at the newer ones, like the more,
beefy ones. Essentially, I need... So what I need is it to encode and processor only a 1080 60Hz stream. That doesn't take up too much power. Like... In fact, let me just see if there's any way that I can measure what it needs. Should be able to.
I'll show you the motherboard that I got. Hold on, MSI Mag.
Aye.
Fuck, which one is it now? Oh, there it is. It's an Ace. Yeah, it doesn't get favourable reviews on Google, but it gets like 3 out of 5. But it seems to be mainly aimed at price. Which I can totally fucking agree with. It's too expensive. But I wanted it on credit, and I wanted it from the particular website that I wanted it from.
Yeah.
And there weren't many options, you know what I mean? I wanted Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.0 minimum, and they didn't have any. They just didn't have the one I wanted.
That'll have some
they
awesome
had one this morning.
VRM on it. You'll be able to overclock the tits off of that because it's like premium.
Yeah, it says
fucking.
It's got a good VRM on it. Yeah, it's like...
It looks like there's a fan under that sort of the M.2 shields as well. I'd expect there to be. Yeah. Fucking loads of inputs. Like SATAs.
It looks nice, but some people don't like the fact that it looks kind of...
I would have expected a £350 motherboard to have more than 4 RAM DIMMs.
That suits me though. I mean, I don't care, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, I mean, the 32 is fine, but if you ever wanted to blow the balls off it and go 64, you'd have to swap all the RAM out and get...
I've got a 32GB in 216GB DIMMs, so...
Alright, okay, I've been using 8s, so I'm at my limit using 32 now.
As long as you're at least dual channel...
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god, I just accidentally killed someone. Well, not accidentally, but didn't expect to kill him. The motherboard does look sick, and so does the case. As I say, I think like the case might not be the right solution unless I could get like a CPU fan that was genuinely like silent, and I mean like silent. But they're not. They always like 17, 20, 30 decibels. Like,
yeah.
I know it sounds nippy, but it's just.
The case I went with for my own PC is a lot more. Where am I? A lot more moderate. Let's say. It's not designed for high airflow. It's actually designed for apparently for noise reduction. Although I don't give a shit about that. It's got no LEDs or like that on it, but it is nice though. It's just clean looking. I think it's aluminium.
So it arrives tomorrow. Does all this?
Yeah, I have no idea what time, but obviously between...
So why did you change the case?
So what I decided to do what governed my decisions to even do any of this, to be honest, is probably my dad, because it's got a really old fucking AMD CPU. What is it now? Is it a Phenom X3?
Yeah, okay,
really
yeah. That thing's a room heater as well. That thing munches up wacky like.
And he does play games on it. He does like he does a lot of stuff in like encoding and copying and downloading.
Aye.
So he's pretty PC savvy for his age. He's 70 now,
Aye.
but you wouldn't catch up at a pension as savvy as he is.
Yeah.
And,
Sounds like.
Anyway, well, he's the reason I got into PCs. So yeah, so he had that upgrade, and he just had the money upgrade. So I thought, you know what it is? I've got a second PC with 2700X in it. It's just sat there doing that.
Yeah.
If I just build a new PC and put my 3070 in it,
Yeah.
I could literally use my main machine as my new second machine.
Yeah.
And just give him the entire second rig.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much good to go. You know what I mean? I'll put his current drives in, and you know, it's good to go. But he'll be able to play like Civilization 6 and all. They all crash on his computer, so. Yeah, just thought, fuck it, you know what I mean? I'll take that on chin, not credit, and
Yeah.
I'll get the extra power supply and the extra case. That's all I really needed. The PSU and the case, and then I'm independent of my own PC then.
And a new system that'll be good for the next 5 years, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I was already banging the CPU motherboard RAM anyway. So I thought, well, if I just get a case and the CPU and power supply, I don't need to touch my PC. All I need to do is pull the 3070 out of it, and the SSD, and it's done.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have to do something with Windows, though.
Yeah, I don't mind about that, but I've cable managed that PC of mine, and I really don't fancy it. Right, I don't want to do any of that. So really, it's probably mostly that why I've done it.
It's so nippy.
I don't want to take it apart. You know what I mean?
Like having to make one change. Oh shit! I'll go for a play. Having to make make one change to your computer can like fuck the whole like cable management situation.
I can totally understand why people just don't do cable management, but you know, the problem is that when you have an open interior design case without any drive bays in, it's like if you don't cable manage, it's all there for everybody to see. So I'm like, I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to make it look a bit nicer. It does look nice. I could see it from here glowing red inside, but it's going to be relegated, that PC, to a second machine. So my second machine will be a 7700K with 16 gig, which should make a nice, you know. Well, I already got the 2700X is already competent for anything streaming wise, or it even plays Battlefield 5. But it'll make a much better second machine, and that second machine I've got now is just a good clean package that can be donated to Unpapa. So yeah, that's my story in particular to it.
You're gonna be busy tomorrow, then?
Yeah, I'm gonna like it at Christmas. I love building PCs.
Yeah, I totally get you on that one, man. It's like kid at Christmas feeling.
As long as it all goes right, of course. It's the worst thing ever when something doesn't work. I'm not really familiar with credits and returns policy if something doesn't work. Well, we'll have to see.
Oh, curries. Yeah, curries are pretty decent. I rate curries, by the way, because they're like, obviously,
I've bought a
like.
lot from them over the years.
Just think they have a decent like range of PC equipment, like like Aria, they disappeared, like loads of like electronics retailers, Maplin, they're gone, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in my region. Yeah, so yeah, they've stepped up to the plate, so to speak. Anyway,
yeah.
I was surprised at the variety of. I mean, the whole reason I could even do this is because I've discovered that they sold everything in the model. But I'll tell you why. I'll tell you ultimately why I didn't go AMD.
So you have to, yeah, that situation with your dad as well there, so you wouldn't be able to pass on.
No, ultimately why I didn't go for AMD is Curtis don't have any AMD CPUs in stock. All the 5000
5600 is available on Amazon.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, it's available everywhere else, but Curtis, no.
Oh right, yeah.
So then I was disappointed, and I was like, I picked out a good AM4 motherboard. I was good to go. You know what I mean? I had it all in my shopping basket. And the last thing was should I go 5600 or 5800? And I went, fuck it, I'll go 5800. Clicked on it, not in stock. And I went, okay, I'll go 5600, not in stock. Fuck it, I'm going 5900 then, not in stock. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything, you know what I mean?
No.
And then I was like, I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to bother. And then I noticed a little suggested box underneath.
Yeah.
Right. 10700K, 300 quid, and I went, hold on, how good does that perform against a 5800X? So I looked up benchmarks, and I'm like, hold on, the 10700K easily keeps it with 5600.
Yeah, plus, well, in the end of the day, more threads as well, it should
So, but then I was like, hold on, for a little bit, 50 quid more, I could
beat
get
the shit out of this
core.
processor. Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck it, in for the penny, in for the pound, 50 quid for two more cores, I'll get that, you know what I mean? Goes to the same motherboard, boom. So that's really, I didn't pick it until I have any...
20% extra free on your cores, extra.
Yeah, so I ended up sticking with Intel, but not really because I wanted to, but just because, you know, not much choice, and I wanted to, I didn't want to give up on the upgrade
See, the RAM that you've got, is it like RGB RAM?
Oh shit, I'll show you that.
I think it is, isn't it? Or is it? If it is,
oh yeah, it's a tacky,
I know, I love it. I fucking, this is awesome. I love this silicon effect. Like,
but mine's RGB in the case right now, so I can't.
Look over there.
Because yeah, if I was to go to a CAT case, I'd have to sell this case, and it should be a pain in the tits.
The all-in-one cooler that I got from CCL is called an MSI Mag Core Liquid, which is the same as the motherboard, I guess.
Nice.
So yeah, CPU 1050K unlocked. MSI Meg Z8 10498, you've seen that one. The RAM is Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB DDR4.
3600 hertz.
Yeah. And then I got a new power supply, which is Corsair TX850M Gold. It's semi-modular because the modular one wasn't in stock, but that's good.
That's fine. I mean, semi-modular is fine because those two. It's not like the cables that aren't modular aren't getting used. And also,
yeah, I mean,
I think, does that one have the USB header thing? It might well do.
I'll tell you one thing this motherboard, by the way, just going backward a step. I'll tell you one thing this motherboard has that actually made me put it in the basket.
You want it? It's going to be able to tell you wattage and stuff, is it?
Oh, I don't know about that, but there's two buttons on the back on the motherboard where the I/O ports are. Right, little buttons that you click. One of them, if you put your BIOS file for your
I've got
BIOS
that.
upgrade. Yeah, you put that in the BIOS.
What's the other one do?
The other one is the best feature ever, and it should be on more motherboards.
What, coffee?
It's the reset CMOS button.
Oh yeah. I don't have a reset CMOS button. I've got to like bridge the jumpers, but I don't.
Like everybody does, but I like the idea of being able to overclock. Your PC crashes, your BIOS settings are fucked. So you push that button, BIOS reset. Niggas, I didn't even have to open my PC.
Well, aren't you, son? Oh, that'll be a tits computer though.
I think that feature's should be on every PC right now. It should be just standard. Why should you have to open your PC case to reset your CMOS? That's trash. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
And that quietened pause that you made there, that makes you think, fuck, why didn't I get that? I know what you're thinking. Don't worry about it.
What? Why didn't I get that? Nah, I've got.
Why don't I have that feature? Fuck.
I don't really care about that feature.
No, that's not that. I didn't even know that feature were part of the motherboard, to be honest. But I thought, while they were umming and ahhing over the price and the other thing that I didn't like, the other thing I mentioned I didn't like about them. This motherboard's supposed to be really good for overclocking now. It's supposed to be like fucking. Basically, as long as your CPU doesn't overheat, you can do everything with this motherboard. Is that a fan there?
Where? What?
That's a fan in it there. On that picture on the motherboard.
Oh,
What's that motherboard there?
the Fractal DR6.
Oh no, that motherboard that you had that picture of there.
The hdplex.com. Is that what you're looking at?
No, it's in the past. I'm on behind you, obviously. You had a web page open and it had a motherboard with an animated fan on it and stuff on it.
No, what, like in our chat? I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's there in the background on your PC, behind this Discord picture.
Yeah, this is that hdplex website.
No, there's another page and you've been selling now.
This is your fucking motherboard.
Oh, I hadn't even seen it animated. It's got a fan under the heatsink.
Yeah, I told you that.
What?
It'll have a fan under here because you've got your north bridge is under here, and I think it's your north bridge anyway. And it'll also have all your M.T slots, so that'll probably blow out these. That's what it does with mine. It kind of is designed to sort of blow the air out that way.
Yeah, you know, because my M.2s at the moment, one of them runs pretty warm, you know, and I didn't expect that out of M2s.
Yeah, it's a concern that people have, especially with them under hot graphics cards. But I saw like a test, and essentially, it is a thing that happens if you're transferring like hundreds of gigabytes of files whilst playing a game on your graphics card. You will thermally throttle the M.2, but generally it doesn't reach a thermal throttle under general use. But it's nice to have that, so because it'll increase the life of the.
Yeah, you bet you are best to run as cool as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that CPU I got, you know, I think it runs at like. I might run actually. Let me check this. I think it runs at like 5.1 or 5.2.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying it's actually better for gaming than AMD.
That's crazy.
Because you struggle to reach 5, I think, on an AMD. Like.
Yeah, I've seen that. Very mentioned. Yeah, the 10850 out of the box is 5.2 gigahertz.
That's pretty
turbo.
good.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's got 20 megabyte cache as well.
Nice. L2 or L1? No, L1 cache is usually really small.
Yeah.
I think. I made an amazing red tie curry today, by the way. I just want to point that out.
What's that?
I had an awesome red tie curry today that I made. Got a little bit of it left. This is me not getting takeaways anymore. It was really nice, man. Really nice recipe. Like, cooked at my lunch, ate it, got some left.
TDP's a bit beefy on a CPU.
125. Holy shit, man. That's a radiator.
Shit, bro. Yeah. Good job. I'm kind of glad I got a 360mm radio for this.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a letdown. It's only got Intel UHD 630 graphics chip on it, and that's the same as the one on mine, I'm sure it is.
What, like as in onboard graphics?
Yes, yeah, it's like they haven't changed it in fucking ages.
Well, the AMD ones that you were looking at didn't have onboard graphics. None of them.
No,
so I guess in that sense, I mean, AMD are still, I guess, technically, Intel still technically on top. Like
the onboard video is fucking good though. It does 4K 60 Hz.
I mean, maybe it's that kind of processor that I should be looking at for my stream PC rather than AMD, because AMD's ones only APUs are started like 3700G, I think is one. Anyway, yeah, I'll look at the two compared to that one. In fact, go and send me a link to your processor if it's got onboard graphics. Maybe wouldn't need the 10-core version, but I'd be interested in that. Like. And definitely not 125 watt TDP for a wee fanless machine.
No, it will not go down very well.
Like 65 watt, which is I think the same as this processor, is fine.
I think my current CPU might be 85.
I used to have
fucking. It's a good job I went up to an 850 watt power supply instead of a 670.
Yeah. I mean, having said that though, I'm totaling up the max that my CPU takes, the max that my graphics card takes. And I mean, any peripherals I have would be only about 100 watts max, 200, like. There's no need in like anything above 750 generally, even with like a 3090.
Well, I did run a 3090 on a 750. Like, there was no issue. That wasn't an issue anyway, you know, like the card itself.
Manufacturing.
I was so relieved, you know, when I sent that 3090 back, and I was like,
done with.
The other stay the same. The CCLs is the same as me, and basically the last thing I did before I sent it back, the nail in the coffin for me, was that it wouldn't even begin a 3D benchmark test. It wouldn't even begin it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, this has to go. So anyway, I sent it to them anyway, and they got back to me within. They said it was going to take up to like 3 weeks to get processed because of COVID. Well, I got a response when it went back within 2 days, and I got an email and I rang them up and I said, "Oh, so what went on then?" He said, "Oh, coordinator technicians. You wouldn't even complete the standard benchmark." And I'm like, "That's what I'm saying."
Yarp.
Yarp. That's exactly what I'm saying. I may have said the N word, but we won't say that now. And yeah, so like, yeah, vindicated. Boom. Where's my money, bitch? Where's my money? All like that. Show me the money. Well, like, oh, we've ordered you another one replacement, and it should be within. Should be with you within 4 weeks. And I'm like, nah.
Yeah, nice one.
Nah, Brett, give me the cash back. I'll go look at myself. And that's when I got the 37. Got my came back to CCL, boom, 37 over there.
Yeah, I'm delighted with this thing so far. I mean, when I've been playing some flights in Flight Sim, like.
Bro, I've been looking at videos, right? What you can do with that 37. CPU and everything. It's phenomenal.
There's diminishing returns spending more money, I guess. I may not even go for.
I've seen a guy running Battlefield 5 on a 37 200 FPS lot, and I'm like, I want 5 slices of that.
My wrist is killing me. I don't know why.
Stop fucking yanking it, Bray.
You can be. We're all in the elite club now. Fucking elite machine club.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I decided to finish off basically.
Yeah.
This PC.
Yes.
Because that's essentially all I'm doing. When you've got a 37, you might as well get everything else up to date, because it'll use it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the 1% lows as well. You'll notice it. 100%. Like it's just smooth as shit.
Well, yeah, I'm not expecting like fucking. I'm not even expecting more FPS. So I will get probably like 5 to 10, maybe more. I've seen that. But it's really, like you said, it's when you notice that you're getting too many drops. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And on an older CPU, and it really does take midnight sales quite a lot.
Ow.
Well, I went in Cyberpunk, you know, I'd say I was getting good FPS. Well, I was getting good FPS until I went in the middle of the cities. And then when I yelled the sprint key down, my FPS dropped to 47. We're all over. So I'm like, okay, so as long as I'm not near any infrastructure, I'm getting like 100 plus FPS. But as soon as you get to the meaty part of the game, then I watched someone on YouTube with a 37 who had like a 10700.
Aye.
And his frame per second never went below 100 anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, the CPU has to go.
I seem to be getting stutters at the moment. I'm not sure why. Let me just check this.
You are streaming though.
Also, my clocks. I think I've just left on the first overclock thing that it did. I ran a second one, and I haven't really fully tested it out. But the clock's still just running at like 1910, I think.
I think I almost feel relieved that I actually stuck with Intel, because I've got so little experience with AMD. You know what I mean?
Doesn't really matter for.
If someone wrong.
Doesn't really matter for too much. I don't think. Like. I mean, I guess. It does a bit the heat. Yeah.
It's not. But I definitely, you know, I respect the AMD community. I can see that AMD are definitely the big boys right now.
But I don't. In a gaming sense, I guess not. In fact, do you know what I might actually look at doing? Oh, I might do this. I might have a look at swapping it, doing what you're doing.
What's that?
Get an Intel one, use the AMD one for a stream machine. But it doesn't have a GPU, so...
Well, if you're using an Intel CPU, that's on board, mate, so don't worry about that. That has a GPU in it.
No, but that would be that would be on the gaming machine. What I'm saying is I'd swap it.
Alright.
But nah, it would be too crazy to do that. I don't need to do that.
But you wouldn't need a good GPU anyway for the second machine. If you just want a GPU, you can get a GPU. Right?
Yeah, I actually have one that I think is perfect for that task. It's like an old one that I could unplug the fans on and just let it firmly throttle itself. Like, and it's got a big metal heat.
That's something I do feel guilty about actually, because I'm going to give my dad that machine, but I'm going to have to take the 1660 Ti out of it because I don't have a spare graphics card. And this current graphics card that it's got, it's not. It'd do the job for Civ 6, I guess, but it's not the greatest.
Well,
But it would have been nice to be able to give him with the 1660 Ti.
well, why can't you do that?
Because it's the only graphics card I've got on the second machine.
Ah, I got you. I'm gonna put. Oh shit! I've just not got around to doing it, but with my 1080 on eBay, because if I do use a graphics card for the second machine, I'm gonna get something shit and then modify it.
I think I'll have to. Once I straighten out my finances, because what I can do is I've got this.
Put that on
this
eBay right now.
this big PC upgrade I've got it on 12 months finance. But when I move out of my current flat, they're going to pay me for moving because they're knocking it down. So that's £6 grand they're going to give me. I can just go back to Curry's and pay off that PC all in one. You know what I mean? I'll just pay off the finance plan straight away. Get rid of it. So I could still think about getting maybe upgrading a 1660 Ti in a second machine, and then I'll pass that one on anyway. Eventually, I could still think about getting a 38 basically. But I'm gonna get some furniture when I go to a new place. I want a better maybe a better two-piece. You know what I mean? Thinking about getting something a bit more bespoke. We'll have to see. Right, wait. I'm gonna go see what we met. What's got.
Sound.
I think we're playing this game at the moment. But tomorrow I'm gonna build that PC, and I'm no doubt I'll be trying Battlefield.
Sound. Yeah, you'll be busy boy.
The earlier the parts come in the morning, hopefully they come first thing, then I can get it built and test it and be ready for when everybody's finished work.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be shit if it arrives like 5 o'clock and everybody's like finishing work, we're playing games, and I'm like, hold on, where's my screwdriver? I'll be there in a minute.
You'll get it figured. You'll get it figured.
Man, this is like cakewalk for me, mate. I've built so many of these things.
Exactly.
I built them for money, mate. So you know, and there's no greater pressure than that. And I've never had anybody bring one back to me. You know, I almost started my own business building and repairing pieces.
Beg your pardon, sorry?
You know, we're going to start my own business building and repairing pieces.
I've been, for a long time, wanting to just do something similar. There's money to be made out there, and why am I making money for someone else? I just can't be fucked with this situation anymore in my life.
Somebody paid me £100 for putting Windows 10 on a PC, on 4 PCs. Like,
I would do that and provide the copy at the same time for that cost.
No, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there were pirate copies. And I cracked them for them, but...
You can get genuine copies for £10 on Amazon.
Yeah, no doubt. This does the same job, and I also installed a script. I installed a script that auto-renews the license if it ever gets revoked, so there will never be any problems with it.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I could make fucking loads of money if I just did that. I mean, my brother does it for a living now. He's a contractor doing it. He goes around loads of bank branches doing Windows installations on the PCs for him. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He gets paid fucking hand over fist, mate. It's freaking disgusting.
One he is.
We're making tons of money. Yeah, my older brother actually is a builder. He runs his own company. Barton Builders. You were gonna finance me actually opening a shop to fix PCs, but I were too nervous about fucking it up and not knowing what I were doing in terms of business. You know what I mean, business wise.
Yeah. It's tough.
I run a business. I didn't want to commit to it. You know what I mean, and take his money and then not be able to give him it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd fucking
So
love to.
I shied away from the idea, but I could have done it if I were more confident. Anyway, enough fucking talking shit.
It's all good. Pipe
Right,
dreams.
yeah, so I don't see you in a bit, I'll see you tomorrow.
No worries, man. Have a good Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas Eve, bro.
Yeah, happy Easter, miss.
Be sure to leave some milk, cookies, carrots, and whiskey out for the UPS guy.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'll see you.
Alright, good talking, Shagger.
Yeah.
I'll see to you. I'm here, mate.
No way.
Spotted! Over there! Bloody problem over there!